Hello everybody, I see everybody jumping on. Welcome to Crafty Hour 45. I hope everybody got a chance to watch Jen's fabulous presentation this morning. Welcome to the Crafty Hour party, Jen. So hello everybody. Hopefully your guys are getting able to join in tonight and craft along. If not, you're crafting along, then you're watching, hopefully taking notes, and then you'll kind of craft along later. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This kit was jam-packed. Man, we really brought you guys an amazing value, amazing pack kit, just jammed pack. So each of us tries to kind of focus on something different in the kit. So I thought what my focus would be, because I have a lot of customers always asking rub-ons. How do you use rub-ons? What do you do with rub-ons? Especially the 49 and Market rub-ons, because not all of their pieces are like focal points. They have pieces that you layer. So we're going to play with rub-ons. I thought that would kind of be my focus for Crafty Hour. We're going to play with the rub-ons, and then we're also going to play with the card kit. So in here, I love these card kits. There's quite a few other ones available. There's the one from last year or the year before called Holly Jolly. Deanna and I both had those for add-ons or upsells. We still have some in stock if anybody wants to get that other card kit. I'm not sure if Deanna has them or not, so you can holler at her. And yeah, so a lot of people are like, ooh, I don't know what to do with these card kits because there's no instructions. And there's not a lot of what we call stuff. There's no ephemera in it. It's literally your envelopes, your card bases, and rub-ons. And everybody's like, what do we do with those? So I thought this would be my focus for Crafty Hour, is to kind of show you guys what to do with just card bases and rub-ons, because I know a lot of time we use lots of foam tape and lots of embellishments and pop dots, and there's not a lot of stuff in here. So that's going to be our focus. So for my list of stuff I told you guys to grab, you don't have to grab these. If you don't have nesting dies, that's okay. But if you don't, why not? I love nesting dies. They are a tool that you're going to use over and over and over. This is the latest set. This was a Crafter's Home exclusive that we got. So I'm going to be playing with these. You can use whatever you have. If you have circles, you have squares, you have hearts, you have stars, tags, brackets, whatever ones you have, grab those. Those will be perfect. It doesn't matter what nesting die you have. But I just grabbed the 4 new ones that we have. These are the ones that we call the baby scallops. There's the ovals, rectangles, squares, and circles. So that's what I'm going to play with. Again, you grab whatever you have. In front of me, I have this nesting die set. Like I said, hearts, circles, squares, Christmas trees, whatever you have. Grab that die, it'll work. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to kind of build a focal point with a nesting die. And that's why it doesn't matter what shape you have, what style you have. We're just going to build layers with your rub-ons, and then we're going to build interest with your nesting dies. It's going to be a nice card. It's not really bulky, so they're going to be nice and flat-ish. So you can mail these. I know a lot of times we love our foam tape, I'm not going to lie, and we make a lot of layers, and everybody says, well, how do you mail this? You don't. A lot of them are hand delivers. So we're going to focus on mailing cards. It just has 1 layer of foam tape, not a lot, and it has just a couple gems. So this should make it through the mail a-okay. So that's what we're going to focus on. That's what we're going to kind of play with, guys. So to start, I put on the list that we need A2 white card bases, and that's going to be exactly that. Nothing fancy, just white card bases. You might have card bases already in your stash somewhere. You might just have 8.5 by 11 paper, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut it down. So it needs to be, it's already 8.5 inches. So we're going to cut it at 5.5. Okay. 5.5. And then you're going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay. Just standard size card bases. 4 1/4 by 5.5 when they are folded. So I'm just going to make a couple here because it never hurts to have too many or not enough on that. So I just made 3. That's a good start. If we need to make more, we can make more. Okay. So hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to Crafty Hour. I'm glad you guys are enjoying these. Every day I have customers coming in the store just saying how much they love the Crafty Hours, how much they're learning just from tips, techniques, little hints and stuff here and there, and that you guys are just loving them. They're super affordable, and we got different designers. We use different product lines, and everybody just seems to be loving them. So thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the kind words, and we'll just keep them coming. We have some awesome ones lined up for you guys, and of course we will announce the next one tomorrow. We're back to our regular schedule. We'll announce the next one tomorrow at 11 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Pacific on that. So thank you. Somehow I got stuff on my white card, and I even cleaned my mat. So I just made some white card bases, nothing fancy. We'll come back to those. And then the next thing that we're gonna do is make our gold cardstock, but we can come back and do that later on those. And we're going to start with our pattern cardstock. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go in our card packs, which I think I already pulled it out. And we're going to grab this one right here. Now, these are meant to be card bases. Fold them in half, make your card out of them. But I thought the paper was beautiful and I really liked it. And I didn't want to waste it for a card. So, because I like the back side. So I thought I'm going to cut these up. And then that way I can get 2 cards out of one because I really liked these printed papers. So this is the one we're going to grab. This was from your card base. And the first thing I'm going to do is cut it right on that score line. I'm just going to cut it on the score line. And that score line is going to be 4 1/4. Okay? 4 1/4. We're just going to cut it on that score line. So there we have our card. We'll set this one to the side. We'll use that guy probably later. And now what we need to do, because we're going to mat it with gold around the outside edge of it. So we need to cut this pattern piece down to 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Hello, everybody. We got more people signing on. This edge wasn't a clean cut edge, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shave off just a little bit because it had that score line, so it didn't do it really clean for me. So I'm just going to cut that off. Then we're going to flip it, and I'm going to cut it to 4 inches. I'm just cutting off the white. I didn't want to cut off that decorative, so I just cut off the white, did it down to 4 inches, and then we're going to flip it and do it at 5 1/4. And what I'm going to do is cut a little off of both sides so it keeps my design centered. Okay? Whoops, and that shifted on me. Oh, shift. Let's try that again. That's why I love this trimmer. I love this trimmer because I can shave just that off of it and make it straight. Okay, so there's what we're going to call our card front. Okay? Our pattern paper. It is 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so here's the one I did, and this one, the rub-ons only have one of each. So I'm going to use a different rub-on this time. If you want to use this rub-on, go for it. Use whatever you want. I know, right? Oh, shift. I'm going to put him right here, so he's kind of there. We already got our measurements. I originally laid it down and rubbed it, and because it is very, very humid here in the Midwest right now, my other rub-ons were sticking, and I didn't want them to stick. So you can do whatever you're comfortable with, but I'm going to cut out the ones I wanted. So on that original one, I used the big Santa that was right here. Okay, I only have one of each, so this time I'm going to use this Santa right here because I think he is fabulous. Well, all the Santas are fabulous. Okay. So I'm going to cut out my Santa. And what we're going to kind of do is we're going to build a scene. So we've got Santa here, and then in our rub-ons, oh my gosh, these rub-ons are just fabulous, let me tell you. Let me pull them all in. We're just going to build a scene. So these are kind of more focal points, so we'll put those to the side. These are great. The inky, splotty, painty things, those are great. We're going to use those. All the stitching is great. The words we're going to use later. And so we're just going to kind of layer these on. So first I've got Santa. Like I said, if you want to use the big Santa, use the big Santa. I'm going to use little Santa here, and we're just going to build a scene around him. Actually, you know what might be cute with Santa? Will he fit with this tree? Oh, he's kind of too big for the tree. Maybe I want a smaller Santa. Ooh, I'm going to abandon battleship. Here we go. I'm going to use this small Santa because I want to build this tree in here too. How cool is that tree? And I'm going to keep that green splotch in there. Like I said, I'm cutting mine out because mine seem to be really sticky right now with the humidity that we have going on, and it was sticking things where I didn't want them to stick. Okay, now, oh yeah, look at that. We can build a scene with that if we want. I don't know, I kind of like the bigger. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. Oh, watching it at the ball field. Awesome. Make sure to root for him a little bit. Okay, so there's our Santa Claus. I again swapped my mind. So we're just layering the rub-ons. There's no right or wrong. I know all of us have been collecting rub-ons for quite some time because they are so fabulous and they're beautiful. But I'm telling you, now is the time to use them. And the nice thing about the 49 and Market ones is they come off like butter, and they're meant to be layered. They're not like individual focal points. They're meant to be layered. So there we have our first Santa Claus. And sometimes I'll flip this over and rub it just to make sure everything's pressed, or you can rub it on there just to make sure everything's pressed really good. Okay, so there's Santa Claus. And we're going to build around Santa Claus. So on the other one, I put some little jingle bells down at his feet. I think we're going to stick with that. Do that same thing. Like those jingle bells right there. And you just peel and stick. Looks great right there. And they layer nicely. They give you that awesome kind of mixed media look without all the work. And I love that the background already has kind of that inky, painty, splotchy on there. So there's really no right or wrong. Oh my gosh, Gloria says she owns them all, but she hasn't tried them yet. Get them out and play. How's the time to play? So there we've got some ornaments there. So I'm kind of building my scene kind of at an angle, filling this area in. We've got some yellow down here. I feel like we need some more stuff up here. There is some yellow splots. We're going to take those. And then we need, I feel like we need some more green up here to kind of keep it going. I love kind of the random music notes. I love kind of the random, we're going to take that right there. We're going to take that red dot with it. And these are very mixed media looking, so you probably don't have to cut them off. But I'm just cutting them off so it doesn't randomly go somewhere that I don't. Ooh, I don't want the 49 a Market logo on there. That is a rub-on. That will rub off. Santa does not want that. Okay, so we're just going to layer that in. Just like that. I love random text, random numbers, random splotchy. All that stuff is awesome. And this is the same thing I did with this card here. So we have Santa for the big focal point. I put the bells down here, and then I put the book print, and then some more book print, and then an inky splotch. So we're just kind of building and layering them. And here we have some yellow here. So I want some yellow here. So I got this little inky splotchy one that had some yellow on it. We're going to layer that in right there. Again, no right or wrong. Just kind of pull your rub-ons out and rub. I think I need a harder surface underneath my desk here. Let me get my glass mat really quick. Oh, easier said than done. Cleaned our room and I don't know where the glass mat went. Found one. I think that was a little too... I know, right? Clean the room and then we lose stuff. It had been sitting on the floor for a couple months and then I clean it. Lo and behold, we can't find it. Okay, so I like kind of what we got going here. I feel like I still want to bring it kind of up and out a little bit, like another, ooh. I love, this is another, I just love them all. Postage seals, the little postage seals. I really like the stamps that we did too with ALL. Let me make sure this is right side up. Yep, right side up. Put that right there. Okay. And you kind of get the idea. We just kind of keep building and kind of keep making it inky splotchy. I think I'm going to stop there. I think I like what we got so far. So then I'm going to pull out my nesting dies. And this is where we're going to kind of audition and see what size we want. So I'm going to grab one and we're going to lay it on. So we want a majority of Santa to be in the frame, which that one's pretty good. I like that one. The next one up, I think is what I used on the other guy, but my Santa is smaller, so actually that's not bad either. but I think I'm going to go the smaller one. So we're going to go the smaller one. And that's the nice thing about nesting dies too, is you can layer them on, you can audition them, you can see how they look. I want part of the image to be out and part of the image to be in, so it gives it that kind of interest. So let me bring my big shot in, and we're just going to put him on our, got him on the magnetic mat, that way he grabs. Kind of center it the way I want it. Make sure the oval is right side up. And I just love these baby scallops. They are so cute. So, so cute. Okay, so we'll just crank her through. Got too much stuff on my table to crank. And perfect. Look at that. Is that not adorable? Okay, so there's that piece, there's that piece. Now, I love gold splat. I just love to add gold splatter to stuff. I don't want the gold splat on this piece though. I just want it on the outside piece. So I'm gonna bring my splat box in and sit that there. I'm gonna set my little frame in there. Can you tell I like gold and teal? And then we're gonna bring in our palette. Any gold splat will work if you've got it in the shimmer pins, awesome. If you've got the Spellbinders one, awesome. Use whatever you have, just gold splat. I've got the Crafter's Companion one. It is beautiful too. It's got lots of shimmer. So you're just gonna add some water to your watercolor palette or whatever you're using, and we're just going to splat gold. Now, what I like to do when I do it, I kind of liked how the pattern was going here with the green in the background. So I am sticking with that pattern with my gold splat. I don't like to put it on the whole card because it's just overwhelming and it looks like you sneezed on the card. I want it to look like it was meant to be. So I'm just kind of going at an angle right here with my gold splat. Perfect. The lid on our water. How's everybody doing? Is anybody crafting along, or are we just watching? I'm trying to go at a slower pace. Some people said they can't keep up with me, so I'm trying to go a little bit slower, but not put you to sleep. Okay, so there is our gold splats. Oh, thank you, Kay. Gold splats on that one. So the next thing we need to do is cut our gold cardstock. So our gold cardstock is going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Oh yay, thank you, Teresa. We got some other people crafting along. Okay, so we're gonna go to 5 3/8. I always cut my biggest one first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 5 3/8 is 2 notches smaller than 5 1/2. Okay, there's my 5 3/8. This is that textured gold cardstock that we love. Oops, there went my die cutting machine. And then we're gonna flip it and do 4 1/8. Oops, I bummed up the corner of that page. 4 1/8. So 4 1/8 is 2 notches bigger than a 1/4. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut another one because I know we'll need it too. And I've already got that one size there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut so we have 2. Cutting plates attacked me. Oh, Karen, it's okay. Thank you, Keitha. Keitha's crafting along. Okay, so we're going to take our gold cardstock and we're just going to glue it flat to the white. And when we put it down, we should have that little 1/16 of an inch going all the way around. Okay. Thank you, Nala. I love tips, tricks, and techniques. That's kind of what I'm all about. So I always try to give you guys some kind of tip or trick or technique or a why didn't I think of that kind of thing is always what my goal is. Or hopes and dreams, we'll say that. Okay, so we're going to put our gold down and we're going to have just a little bit of white all the way around the edges. Easy peasy. Okay, there's our gold. Okay, so there's two ways to do this. I'm going to do the first one way and the next one a different way. So this one, you're going to see this is popped up. This is inset, so it's kind of pushed down. Okay, so we're going to do that the same way. Oh, we need to add a Christmas sentiment. So I have right here Christmas wishes, and I think that's going to match really nice with his black boots, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to match. Or we could do a different one. What else do we have here? I like that one. We're going with Christmas wishes. Don't overthink it, Kourtney. How those come off really nice. Oop, I lost a berry. Put that back down. Rub that berry on. Okay, so there we have Christmas wishes. So I'm going to lay this down. And what I want to do is I want to inset it. And I want to make sure, this is the fun part, that our print is lined back up properly. It's like playing a puzzle, and it should fit perfectly because it cut out of there, right? Okay, so there it's going to fit perfectly. So let me get my adhesive. Let me find a runner. I'm going to use a runner on this because I used liquid last night, and for some reason, or last time on my sample, and some reason when I used the liquid, it messed up my rub-on the front side. I think it ate through my paper. So I'm just using a runner this time. I don't know what happened. Some kind of chemical reaction. I'm not very good at finding the puzzle. Okay, so there. We're going to glue that one down flat. And then we're going to lift this up. Hello, Lori. Lori's crafting along too. Thank you. Okay, now, you know what? Foam tape. Just a little bit of foam tape. We're not going to build it too high. We're just doing one layer. One layer. I think the next crafty hour, though, you might have to invest in some foam tape. We're hoping with all your crafty hours, you should have a good dent started on Christmas cards. Christmas in July. Oh, we're in August now. Because every year I say, oh, if I only just do 10 a month, I'll have my cards done by December. It's called good intentions. It never happens. Come December, I don't have half done what I need. Gummy on my scissors. Okay, so there is our inset. We've got our gold splat. We've got our inset piece. And this foam tape I have is very sticky. I'm just kind of using it up because I have it. So I'm not going to expose the whole thing because I found it grabs where I don't want it to. So I'm giving it wings. The wings give me little tabs to pull, and then that way it's not grabbing it in all the spots. And if I need to adjust, it's easier to pull up a couple spots than it is to pull up the entire thing of foam tape. So this gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And then when I get it where I want it, I can press and pull. Press and pull. Oh, I think one of them tore. Yeah, one of them tore. Let me get that. I pressed too hard. I'm a hard presser. Okay, so that gives you more wiggle room. And this gives you that nice inset. I can just go around and make sure that's all lifted up. And what you could also do with this technique, totally turn that into a shaker card. Totally turn it into a shaker card. Oh, see, I'm going too slow for you now, Leslie Ann, ain't I? I'm going too slow, and now you got ahead. I was trying to go for a slower pace for some of our people. Okay, last thing, we're going to add some gems. You always have to have a little bling. So let me find my little booger stick and my glue. These are the pink fresh ones. I love these ones. They're just called Ombre Glitter Drop Sparkle and Shine. They've got like gold and silver ombre in them, and they seem to match everything. They match everything I have. So we're just going to put, I always do 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go down here. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll just put our gems right on top. And that's our card. Bling just kind of finishes them up. And there we go. Ooh, Elena, she says, if you're making a shaker card and wanted it to look like snow, what would you use? I know Crafter's Companion last year had some great snow material. I think there's some coming out this year. I think there's some new companies coming out with snow this year. So watch that. Judy, I did have gold splat. The gold splat is from here to here on the outside frame. I put it on the outside piece. Might be hard to see in the light, but there's gold splat on this outer piece. Okay, so there is the first one with it kind of inset. Kind of inset. So let's do it again. Oh, you missed it. Okay, no worries. Let's do it again with a different pattern, and we'll kind of mix it up a little bit this time. So I really like this giant poinsettia, so we're going to use him. And I like this other one. So this is the other card, the other side of it. Oh, Deanna showed a bag of snow yesterday. Okay, I'll have to ask Deanna what her bag of snow was. So again, we got to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut off the white part, and then I'm going to cut it equal on both sides because I don't want to lose all of that on that side. Hunky dory. It was hunky dory snow. Okay, I'm making a note. That way I don't have to call Deanna and she'd be like, what are you talking about? I don't remember what I showed. Uh-oh. Somebody said hunky dory and somebody said Crafter's Companion. Do, do, do. I know Crafter's Companion had snow last year. Okay, 5 1/4. Make sure I got my measurements. It was hunky dory. Okay, I will look it up. will add to cart. See, you guys are making me shop too. Okay, that's adding to our gold again. So there's our piece. I love this beautiful piece right here. So that's what we're gonna go get. We're gonna go grab this guy. And I want some of that painty splatty goodness in there. Love the big poinsettia. I love poinsettias. They're just beautiful flowers. I don't do a great job at keeping them alive, but they are beautiful. Okay, so we already have, we want to build it into that green that's already up there. Probably should have put my glass mat back down while I'm doing that. This table is not flat. Don't. I need to get the little mini mat from Tim Holtz, his little travel one. That'd be an easier size because I have the big one, but let's be honest, we only have 6 by 6 space cleared on our tables to work on, right? Everything else is covered. Okay, and then you just keep pulling. If you notice something didn't come off, you just lay it back down, rub it again. Layer down and continue rubbing. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Is that not beautiful? Love that poinsettia. Yep, I need to get a Tim's Tiny Mat. Okay, so let's build some stuff around it. I think this definitely needs some inky splotty. Some inky splotsies. This music notes. I love the music notes. It is a rub-on tool that we carry, is what I'm using. It's a little rub-on tool. Again, cut off the stuff on the bottom. We don't want it to say 49 and Market rub-ons. Ooh, look at that. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that one because I want to put some inky splotty and save that on top. Okay, we'll put some more. I want some more green in this corner. It seems like we have a lot of green kind of up here and over there. So we're going to layer, and each time we're doing it, you're going to overlap it a little bit. You don't want floaters. You don't want your rub-ons just randomly being out there. Kind of like when you're doing stenciling. You want it to touch. Keep overlapping. Keep making it touch somewhere. No floaters. No floaters. Okay, and now I feel like we need something up over here. Kind of keep it going. We're going to do those music notes now. Make sure our music is right side up. Yep, and I'm going to lay it right over the top. So we just keep overlapping. Just keep overlapping. Sarah, I just kind of go until I use like one focal point. So like this is my big focal point. And then I go in with the other images and overlap them. And I kind of just go until my heart is happy. Until I feel like there's enough layered on there and it works. And I kind of do the rule of thirds. So I kind of cover up or overlap at least a third of the image when I'm overlapping them. So see how nice that works? We've got 3 of them kind of overlapped and it builds that interest. So now we've got it here. I want to do kind of the same idea up here. So we're going to go in with some darker ones. Let's see what we have in our thing. We need something kind of scripty or white. There's a music note right here. There's a postage seal, and there's also some splats. So we're going to grab all of that. I'm going to grab it all. And you can lay these down and just kind of rub it off too if you want to go that route. But sometimes you risk it grabbing things that you don't want it to. And they do stick to your fingers just like that. And they do stick to your nails too. Okay, I don't want my postage seal that high up. So I'm going to hold it. And I'm just going to overlap the music note. So I'm just going to rub the music note part and that little splat. Okay, there's our music notes. And then I'm going to bring that seal and overlap it on the music notes. Again, so it's not floating. We're going to kind of overlap it. And there we have that. Isn't that pretty? I'm kind of thinking I want a little bit of yellow, but the jingle bells might be too much. I think we're going to stop. I really like what we got going there. We got a little bit down here, a little bit up here. And then we could do our sentiment too. We still have to have Merry Christmas or something on there. But let's do our nesting die. So let's see what looks good with this one. I'm thinking either the square or maybe I'm thinking square. Let's see how the square looks, or maybe we go rectangle. So that's another thing that's nice about these, because you can just pop them off, kind of audition it and see how much image you're going to lose. Oh, I love that right there. I think that's it. I think if I do a rectangle, it's going to be too much. Let's see what a size bigger does for us. Ooh, I think I like the size bigger. We're going to size bigger. So we're going to go square on this one. Let me find all my cutting plates that hit the floor. Make sure we're straight-ish. Straight-ish, right? Okay, let's put my die back so I don't lose it. And then I feel like we need a sentiment. So let's go find a Christmas one. There's a lot of good ones in here, let me tell you. Ooh, I like this really scripty Season's Greetings. That is going to look fabulous right on that corner. So I'm going to do Season's Greetings. I like Season's Greetings. I know a lot of people say Merry Christmas, but I really like Season's Greetings too. Okay, let's cut off their advertisement. Don't need that. And do we put it right? Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. Oh, gold splat. Let's do our gold splat first on just this piece. We're not going to do it on the centerpiece. And that kind of makes that centerpiece jump out a little bit by not doing the gold splat on the whole thing. And you could totally do different colors. I mean, we could do, you know what? Since there's red on there, let's do some gold and red splat. Let's get a little wild. Find my other brush. So I'm going to go down here in the corner, gold. Up here in the corner, gold. So I'm just kind of doing my diagonal across. Gold there. Gold down here, not on the whole thing. Then I'm going to clean it off. And you know what? I'm going to try this red. We're going to see what the red looks like. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty. Because there is red on this one, so might as well make that pop a little bit on that poinsettia that we're going to see. Okay, that's pretty. Clean my brush off. I think maybe I like Season's Greetings because if my card's late and it doesn't make it there by Christmas, I feel like I got a couple more days to get it there. Maybe that's why I do that. Okay, so there is our splat on that one. So we're going to find our gold and find our white card base that we had. And we're going to glue those down. And I love the Helmar 450 because it gives me that little bit of wiggle room. So I can put that. Yeah, Happy Holidays is nice too. And then that way I feel like it covers the whole month of December. So if you're giving some teacher gifts or gifts to the UPS man or some friends, that Happy Holidays kind of gets you for the whole month. Or again, if you're late, you can go into January. It's still the holidays. Okay, this one, we're going to put him flat. But first we got to put our Season's Greetings on there. I just love script. I love like a brush script font. They're so pretty. I also like it when they mix fonts. That makes my heart sing also. Oh yeah, look at that with the red splat. That looks very nice. Oops, it's shifting. Might still be a tad wet. I try not to make it too much. Someone that has good sentiments are those little Sue Wilson dies. Those are great little sentiments. Great fonts, great card sizes. Super affordable, so you can collect them all. And she's got all the sentiments. All the great ones. Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Happy Holidays, Winter Wishes, Best Wish. I mean, all of them. She has tons. Even a good Happy Retirement. Happy Retirement is a hard one to find. But Sue Wilson has one in her little dies. Okay, beautiful. Look at that. Okay, there's our Season's Greetings. Let's make sure our crease is at the top. Been there, done that. I'm going to use my white glue because for some reason the rub-ons did not like that Helmar touching them. It kind of ate it through the paper. I don't know what it did. Okay, so that one's going to be flat. So this time I'm reversing it. The other one, we popped the outer edge and then recessed the one in the center. This one, we're going to do the opposite. We glue the outer flat. And then this one, we're going to pop in the center to kind of make it stand out. So it gives you two different looks. The first version we did would make a beautiful shaker card. I know. I did not make a shaker this time. Ken even commented, you didn't make a shaker card? I can't all be shakers. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Anne. Okay, let's make sure we're right side up. Make sure our print lines up. And the nice thing about the gold underneath is if your print doesn't line up perfectly, that gold kind of accents behind it. And look at how clean and simple that is. Just clean and simple. And I feel like it needs some little blingage too. So this is all just playing with the card kit and the rub-ons. So I hope you guys that have been collecting rub-ons will get your rub-ons out and create now. And I know some of you guys have been collecting these 49 a market card kits. And then you're like, I feel like there's not enough stuff in there. I'm not sure what to do with them. So I hope this gives you some ideas, of what to do with them. And feel like you don't need more stuff. You can use exactly what is in those kits. Just kind of stack and layer. Get out your nesting dies. Build a little bit of interest. And not every card needs to be a 4-hour card. It's all about getting crafty in just an hour. Oh, right, Kay? See, Kay's been collecting those card kits. So now we gave you some ideas to get them out and do them. And make sure to post all your creations over in the Crafty Era Creations group. So even if you're using the other 49 and Market card kits, post what you did because I'd love to see what they look like. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. She says they have personality, not just flat. So that is, where do our other ones go? I lost them. There's one more thing I just kind of wanted to play with because we still have time, and it's layering cards. But there's, and I'll take a picture of these and post them in our Crafty Era Creations group. But here is kind of clean, simple, easy. Don't need a lot of things, just your card kit and your extra rub-ons. And add a little bling. Oh, there's Dee. Welcome, Dee. On that. So there's one thing that I wanted to play with too, because we have, 8 minutes, so might as well. I was looking at this die and I'm like, this is a gorgeous Christmas tree. I think, let me chop it off. I think we need to decorate this Christmas tree with the rub-ons. So get your rub-ons out. Don't just hoard them because they're pretty. We all do. We hoard them because they're pretty. Get your rub-ons out and use them. Layer them up. Layer them on your cards. Layer them on your mixed media projects. Don't be afraid to get them out and use them. Okay, I loved this. I thought this looked like a really cute Christmas tree that we could dress up. And I thought I found a sentiment that fit, and now I pulled them off. I know, I cannot wait to see what everybody else does with these. And make sure, like I said, post them over in the Crafty Era Creations group. We want to see what you guys are making. And get out those other card kits that you guys have been collecting and use them. Now all you need is a card kit and your rub-ons. Layer them. Get your nesting dies out. Sometimes people forget about the nesting dies, and they're tools. They are definitely something that you need in your repertoire. And you can use them over and over again. So many different ideas. And, okay, so I'm just going to build some things. And yes, these will be good for mailing. They're not super duper thick like a Deanna card, but we love our Deanna cards. I call them my mantle cards. I just line them up on my mantle and pretend that all of my friends sent them to me because they're too pretty. They are definitely gorgeous. Okay, so there is Merry and Bright on that tree. I'm going to do kind of the same thing. I'm going to decorate this tree And then I'm going to put it on that gold cardstock. But I thought, look how pretty these lights are. How cool is it going to be to string some lights on this tree and build some backgrounds? So since we still have 6 minutes, I don't want to cheat you guys out of 6 minutes. We're going to decorate this Christmas tree, and I'm not going to cut any layers out of it. I'm going to leave it a nice flat card, and I am going to layer it with my gold like my other and layer it with my white. So I will cut it down to that 4-inch size. But I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Look at that. Is that not cute to put that on there and just make it all whimsical lights? See, it's so sticky in the Midwest. It already stuck, and I didn't even rub it yet. So you know what? We're going with it. Oh, right, Noah? They are definitely, the cards are a gift in themselves. So yeah, a family keeps them and put them out each year. Absolutely, they are decorations. Absolutely. So we hope you guys are enjoying the crafty hours. I cannot believe we're getting ready to announce 47 tomorrow. So thank you everybody for all your love, your support, the purchasing the kits from us. We are truly blessed. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for the support. And we'll keep doing it as long as you guys keep supporting our crazy idea that we came up with. How cute is that? So tomorrow, the next one will go live tomorrow. It will be Crafty Hour number 47. It is going to be kind of holiday themed. Again, you can kind of see that from the little sneaky peeky that we gave you guys on the header. There's an event already created, so make sure to go click that you're attending, so that way you will get a reminder on it. Yes, it is 7:55 p.m. here. We are in Central Time, or as Deanna says, Missouri time, Kourtney time. My fingers are not working. Oh my gosh, this is Build a Christmas Tree. This is so cute. I could just, rub-ons are addicting. I can just do it over and over and over again. And so make sure to post your creations over in the Crafty Hour Creations group. If you're not a member yet, make sure to go join. This is where you can share your creations with each other. And then sometimes we post announcements, and always the homework and events are over there, so they're a little bit easier to find, because sometimes they do get lost on our pages. But all that's over there. And you will have I think it's 1 or 2 simple questions to ask. And basically it's, who's your home store? And this is just our way of doing our spam filter to make sure the robots are not trying to get in. Look at that one. Is that not cute? Okay, so I'm going to keep working on this. And then I'll post mine once I have it completed. Because I feel like I'm going to have to cut some of these now to make them work on that. Might even put some of the jingle bells in the tree. That would be cute too, right? Oop, I just stabbed myself. I love my EK scissors, but boy, are they sharp. Yeah, we're going to snip that. Right? I thought it looked like a tree so much. It just kind of looked like a tree. And I thought, this thing needs to be decorated. Needs to be decorated. And then I'm going to go in and add some bling to it. And then, of course, some gold splat. It seems like the gold splat is my thing. I love just a little hint of metallic. Sometimes when you're staring at something, you're like, it needs something, but I don't know what it needs. The answer is always gold splat. It needs gold splat. Just a little metallic shine. Gives it a little something, something. Oops, I missed a random spot. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Ooh, a dancing Douglas. Oh, googly eyes. That'd be cute too. All right, with that, my time is up with you guys. So, yes, there are jingle bells in the rub-on, so I'm going to add those to the tree too. They're over here on the other one. They might be too big, but I'll see if they work. But I'll keep working on this one. And I'll post it over in the Crafty Hour Creations group. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate you joining and crafting along with me for an hour. And we will see everybody tomorrow when registration opens up for Crafty Hour 47 at 9 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Central. We've already created the event, so you can click that you're attending. Make sure to tune in because some of these have been selling out in record time, let me tell you. I can't believe it. So we are very ubery appreciative of that. And it will go live on both of our websites at that time when we go for the announcement. So have a fabulous night, everybody. Cannot wait to see your creations. And we'll, as always, happy crafting, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.